Car Mechanic Simulator, a game title not many people will have heard of as of recently, but is that for a good reason? Today I'll be bringing you my in-depth review of this incredibly different car sim and what makes it different to all the others that come under this title. Enjoy the video, and if you do, let me know in the comments below. Before we get started on this video though, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of the support we've been receiving recently. My previous video, the Crew 2 review, check it out after this one, is sitting at around 1.7 thousand views at the time of recording this. And this is just absurd to me, and I have never seen that big of a number on my YouTube channels before. So thank you, and we have also gained 18 subscribers in just a week. Massive thank you again to all of you. So, Car Mechanic Simulator 18, or CMS 18, has been around since, well, 2018, but that does not stop it from being high amongst the other car games on Steam. This game is available on consoles as well as a PC, so it is available to most people. They even made a free mobile release, however it was a bit tuned down for that reason. So, what is it then? Well, it's effectively what it says on the tin. You play as a car mechanic in a world full of cars, and inevitably people who keep breaking them. And it's up to you to do all the fixing. This game is classed as a car simulator, and yet it is the only game of its kind that I'm currently aware of in the car gaming universe. If this is not true, please let me know in the comments. This game, being from 2018, does have slightly outdated graphics and sound engines, but this does not stop you getting immersed into that V8 or fixing the bodywork of your Plymouth Fury. And that is where I get onto my first negative. You must pay to get any real cars in this game. There are over 10 DLCs that you can buy. Some are for cars and some are just for cosmetic parts. However, this is also linked in with a good thing. The Steam community loves to mod this game, and I mean absolutely loves. There are over 600 mods available with new cars, manufacturers, decals and more, but some of them are tied in with DLCs, which can be annoying. So for example, want the new Toyota Supra? Too bad, you can only have the old one unless you buy a DLC. It does get annoying, but the DLCs don't cost much money, and you can get them in a bundle with the game for like 30 quid. If you are on console though, you're out of luck. As far as I'm aware, you will not be able to mod this game. What a shame. Moving on then to how the game is to play. I would say that there are three main parts to this game, and I'm going to run through them, starting with story orders. In this game, you accept missions or orders through a phone, and you must be able to replace anything that person asks you to. The story orders tend to be harder than normal orders, but every 10 or so story orders you get a new area of the car to work on, for example suspension. These orders do tend to be long and can sometimes be quite hard, especially when they do not tell you what the problems are. Normal orders are normally shorter and easier, just to earn a bit of cash on the side of the main orders. They normally focus on one or two things that you need to fix rather than a whole load of stuff. These tend to be exhaust issues or just to replace the timing belts. These are the things to do if you're running a bit low on cash. The last thing is the main selling point for this game. You can build and customize any car that you can buy. I think this is huge because this means that you can pair this with the mods that I was talking about earlier and get a huge amount of variety. Once you've saved up enough money to buy one of your cars, you can head off to one of the barns that you have unlocked through opening crates and find yourself a nice car. You can also buy them from the junkyard and the auction house once you have unlocked them later in the game. The barns normally have 2 or 3 rundown cars in them, as well as a load of parts and at least one crate. Of course, anything you take from the barn, you have to pay for. The cars from the barns tend to be in better shape, however, than the cars from the junkyard. The junkyard is a good place to go though, because if you find the car that you're looking for, you'll be able to get it dirt cheap. Granted, it will be in terrible shape, but those cars are a steal compared to buying them new. The auction house is a place that you can compete with the AI to get good quality used cars that normally run and are drivable. This can be a lot more expensive though, as the AI in this place is completely relentless and will not let you get your way. There is a paint studio where you can paint your whole car or just individual parts. There's a dynograph where you can check how much power your upgraded car has. These may all seem like small things, but they add to that realism a little bit more. After all, you can't right click a car in real life and check how much horsepower it has. Moving on then to one of my favourite features in this game, levels. I know, it sounds normal, Every game has levels, but this game kind of has a tech tree in a way that lets you get upgrades to make your garage bigger and discounts on prices in shops. It doesn't sound a lot, but it gives you something to work towards. The joy you will feel every time you go up a garage level is something only a true CMS player will know. Now on to something not so hot in this game, the driving and engine sounds. The driving, even if you have race tyres, always seems skiddy and drifty. I don't know why this is, but it does make it hard to enjoy your newly built car if it's just skidding around as in impossible to drive. You can get more maps to drive around on the Steam Workshop, which is also where you get car mods, but this does not improve the handling of the cars. It is sometimes so bad that mod creators say not to put performance parts on their cars. This doesn't stop people though, and you know about it if you've put on performance parts. You're going nowhere, my friend. The engine sounds also sound like a track that's constantly being looped rather than a smooth running engine, and that track doesn't even sound remotely like how the engine should sound in real life. I think it's something that could be easily fixed and is just being ignored. It does annoy me. Just listen to this. Now that does not sound like a McLaren P1. If you want just a more chilled experience to ease you into the world of becoming a mechanic, there is a sandbox mode where you have infinite money so that you can do anything you please. If you don't know the difference between a fuel pump and a fuel injector, I would start out in this sandbox mode. Without money to worry about, you can kind of get the feel of the game from building to upgrading and driving your new creation before you're actually chucked into the deep end and have to worry about money and expenses. It is such an in-depth game and it's so fun to play. Towards the beginning, it may seem a little grindy, but it does smooth out as you begin to earn more and more money from orders. Overall, if you're looking to get more into cars, or you just have an interest in general, I think this is a great steal for you. I would wait until the Ultimate Bundle is on offer on Steam though, and buy it then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks again for the support, and I will see you in the next one.